Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at the Horus Heresy, a year in review. This video is sponsored by CMO Games. More on that later. Horus Heresy, a year in review. So here we are, almost exactly 1 year out from the launch of the Horus Heresy Age of Darkness, the new edition of what is basically the prequel to Warhammer 40,000. I was, of course, very skeptical of the relaunch and had some conspiracy theories of my own, but gave Heresy 2.0 the benefit of the doubt. The hype was 100% real, and I almost bought into it. With the launch of the new edition came the massive launch box, much like what is coming for Warhammer 40,000. But there was a massive difference. Horus Heresy is not Warhammer 40,000. Not even close. Sure, they share an amazing IP, they follow the same timeline, and have lots of other cool similarities, but they are not the same. As a matter of fact, Heresy is missing the single most important factor. It is not Games Workshop's flagship game. It's not even number 2 by most metrics. But that's not why Horus Heresy is barely clinging to life. Horus Heresy is dying because Games Workshop killed it. The Age of Darkness box set contained everything a new or existing gamer needed to play. With a robust new set of rules and 54 miniatures, most of which were new, this box set was loaded with product, and the almost $300 USD price tag actually seemed like a decent deal. For Games Workshop at least. But the truth is, as the hype cycle faded over the months to follow, it became increasingly obvious. Horus Heresy was just a cash grab. And my conspiracy theory proved to be not only true, but obvious for all to see. The real goal, the primary objective of Games Workshop, was to move the range from overpriced, poor quality Forgeworld resin over to Games Workshop's primary manufacturing facilities, and most importantly, into plastic. Which honestly is a massive improvement. Prices come down, quality goes up, everyone wins. Except actual people who bought into the hype. You know, the player base, the customers. But with all these new models and the new game system, how could I possibly say anything negative? It's because Games Workshop does not actually care about the game. They had over a year to prove me wrong, and at Warhammer Fest this year, they did the exact opposite. They completely validated me instead. They made some huge announcements, the upcoming release of the new plastic Cerastus Knight and plastic Space Marine Assault Squad, both of which are very cool, but further prove my point, that Games Workshop does not actually care about Horus Heresy the game, only the revenue. But I'm getting ahead of myself. In order to understand the issue, you need to understand a couple of basic principles. Very much the same as Warhammer 40,000, the game heavily revolves around your troops, basic, fast, or tanky variety. But troops nonetheless. These come in the form of your regular Legion tactical marines, your fast and mobile assault squads, and your tough and durable breachers. And over 1 year after the game's new launch, we have seen over 100 new products, and yet we'll not even have plastic assault marines until the winter of 2023. That's right, 18 months after the new game launch before we get the assault marines. And as for the breachers, no news in sight. With a roadmap 1 entire year out and no sign of breachers, it's very obvious Games Workshop does not care about the game. If they did, they would prioritize the key models over the never-ending supply of tanks, dreadnoughts, and even big stumpy knights. Don't get me wrong though, the vehicles are awesome. I still have no interest in playing the game, especially now, but I'll definitely buy the big new knight in plastic. But that's exactly the problem. They aren't making the models that the players want or need. They're making the big, expensive stuff 40k players will buy. That's right, they're making models based on what will sell to customers who don't even play Horus Heresy. They do not care about the game. And honestly, I don't blame them. If there's one thing I understand, it's business. Games Workshop is not a game company. They say it every quarter in their shareholder report. They are a miniature company. The game is just a shiny wrapper to sell miniatures, which is completely fine, as long as you understand that. So 1 year out from the big Horus Heresy Age of Darkness box launch, and another year's worth of roadmap, with an average 3-year life cycle for Games Workshop's current editions, it looks like Games Workshop is slapping the Horus Heresy crowd with some cold hard facts. They do not care about the game. Horus Heresy was just a hype to absorb Forgeworld into the main plastic range. So maybe the breachers come to plastic in year 3 of the edition, maybe they don't come until the next edition. But it's brutally obvious. What was once a conspiracy theory is now conspiracy facts. With the new launch of the much more popular Warhammer 40,000 10th edition, the Leviathan launch box, and a series of new starter sets incoming for Games Workshop's flagship game, Warhammer 40k, Horus Heresy will once again fade away, back into the darkness where it belongs. If you don't believe me, just wait and see. The facts are in, and each week that passes, the truth becomes more obvious. Warhammer community cannot even be bothered to do their weekly article about Horus Heresy anymore. That's right, April 20th, 2023, Games Workshop, Warhammer community, made the official announcement. Horus Heresy Thursdays are dead. I understand for many this is a low blow, and the realization that this was just a money grab and more about the death of Forgeworld than the life of Horus Heresy hits hard. But don't shoot the messenger. I'm not the one who drove the knife into Horus Heresy's gut. I only bring the news of its death. So here we are, Horus Heresy, 1 year in review. I wish I could say that it feels good to be validated, but the truth is, I feel for all you Horus Heresy players out there, and even more so for all the people that got baited into buying into a new game system that never really had a chance at success. So as always, let me know what you think down below. Always like to hear your guys' opinions. I know for a lot of people this is going to hit hard, so I do expect quite a bit of negativity. So feel free to use the comment sections to vent about how you feel betrayed and got the short end of the stick. And the truth is, I feel for you guys. Special thanks to CMO Games for sponsoring the video. Check them out to save 15%, link in the description. That's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and Horus Heresy is dead. But don't get mad at me, I'm not the one who killed it. It was Games Workshop. But the real sad part is that Horus Heresy will die without ever having truly lived. Now a quick message from today's sponsor. CMO Games has been selling Games Workshop products online for over 20 years. They carry the full line of Games Workshop products, including Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, Blood Bowl, paint tools, and more. Almost all Games Workshop products are priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games takes pre-orders for most Games Workshop products released at their earliest date possible. 12:01 a.m. on Saturday, they go live. Most of these pre-order products are also priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games offer free shipping in the US 48 with an order of $50 or more. Their customer service is top-notch and they ship most orders within 24 hours. Visit CMOGames.com using the affiliate link in the description and let them know that you heard about CMO Games from Warhammer Man. Now, back to the video.